Here, this is a real-time data of few students' annual report on their annual report. So here we will learn few new things over here. So from this worksheet, you all can see that the total column is already there. Okay, and here the names and roll numbers, though these two things are not just mentioned here, we will just get to know that this is their roll number and this is their name. These two things are just not accordingly to the arrangement or to the register. So what we will do, just select this entire column. From the home tab, you will find that sort and filter option from the editing group. Just click on it. After sort and clicking on sort and filter, you will just get many options like short smallest to largest, short largest to smallest, uh, custom or short also. So here nothing to customize, roll number only we need to the smallest to largest, because roll number we are writing at writing like 1, 2, 3, 4 like this way. So short, smallest to largest. Okay. Whenever we are shorting, here two options will come, that expand the selection and continue with the current selection. Now, what does that mean? Expand the selection means with that roll number cell, the entire roll. That means that is the roll number one is in its place. So suppose consider roll number 13, Debanjan Dash. Okay. So there, roll number 13, that entire row will be changed. That is why we should do the expander selection, because we don't want the roll number only to be arranged, right? The others also we need to be arranged. So here we will choose the expander selection and short. Here you all have seen that everything has been arranged and came accordingly, right? So one thing we have learned, that is short and filter. Okay. The same way you can just, if we are just going to click on that short, if we are just short to select that, our Excel sheet will automatically understand that this is a text type data. So it will short accordingly to A to Z or Z to A. Okay. So pretty much like this way we can short everything. Right. This is a little bit bigger data I have provided over here. Now coming to the this part. Okay. Total part. Total part, I am selecting total, this column, N column, I am selecting. Now here we are just going to just learn the conditional formatting part. Now what is conditional formatting? Conditional formatting means here we can just put some conditions and according to that the data will be highlighted. Okay, why we are just using conditional formatting? Because this is only 60 students data. Suppose in that class, 4 sections are there and each section is having for 60 students each. So while we are just representing the entire class, that means 240 students, that will be a huge in number. So their conditional formatting just highlight the needed data and just we can sort and see the data very easily from those worksheets. So let us see how we can just sort over here. Here I'm choosing it, and here I'm just clicking on it, that from here. Okay, so here from conditional formatting, here you can just after selecting the entire column, suppose I want the student's name who got in total more than 1030. Okay, 1030 is a pretty good marks. Okay, so fill up those color with dark red. If we are putting okay, so the cell will be looks like this. The worksheets will be looks like this, right? So pretty much whatever who are the very good student, we are just going to get that students very easily from that. Okay. Now suppose these conditions for conditional formatting. I hope that this is clear. Okay. Now here I am just going to do again one conditional formatting. Right, top 10, bottom 10, whatever you want, you can just do. Next, coming to the percentage. Percentage means here you can see from English literature to MSc, MSc means model science over here. There are there are total 11 subjects, right? So here 1030, if we are going to divide it by 11, the percentage of that particular students will come. Now, while we are just using Excel or our spreadsheet program, what is the need the of this manual work? We can just do like this equal to, and here we can see that total roll number ones total is 1030, which is lying on the cell N2. Okay, cell address. And while we are just writing the cell 2, you all can see that the cell N2 is already highlighted with a blue color. So this is called cell reference. Okay, if we are dividing N2 by 11 and press enter, automatically the percentage will come. Okay, so this is relative cell reference. Afterwards, if I want the other students marks percentage also, very simply we drag and drop up to Utshap's data up to here, and after a while, all the percentage will come. So very much easy those things. Here this is a very much clear concept on the relative cell reference. Right here, for relative cell reference, we have used the data of N2 column. Right. Next, coming to the part create formula and function. Okay, create formula and function means here here you all can see that average means what? This is a subject wise average, because sometimes the reports needs those things, so subject wise average they are needing. So subject wise average I have just taken out over here. Here second language subject wise average I have not taken out, because there was one restriction. Few students have Hindi and the rest of the students are having Bengali, so I didn't just take it out. Okay, just I left one cell, so we will drag the column and just done. It's done. Now here, so how we can just check out the average? Suppose chemistry, here we can see that this chemistry is on G2. From G2 to, we are going to see that from G2 to the last cell, that is G56 here, G and 56. Up to this, we will put the average function. So how we will put everywhere, just while we are just implementing any functions in the Excel, just we will just first put equal. After that, B already average function will come. So we will just do that. Okay. Here just I have pressed enter. That is why it has came. Just we just delete. So here in the average row, you all can see that this chemistry average we were about to take an out. There, the first this cell's address is G2, and here, here this cell's address is 55. Which this cell's address is G55 or 56. Here, one student has not given the exam. This is the initial condition of the worksheet. That is why it is like that. So we will just quick short it, right? Again, just short to smallest to largest and expand the selection. It is done. Okay, so here we will use the average function. Better write the entire average spelling from here. Average, and what cell I have shown you, that was G2 to G2. After that, just start your first bracket. Number 1 and number 2. The arguments has already come. G2 to G56 means up to the Utshap cell. Here all the average I want. Okay, and just I am pressing enter. Here you all just get to see that average has already came out in this case. Like this way we can just do the entire average part over here. Okay, these are very pretty common few things, and here also I have used one formula. Like the same way, I have used the formula of to check the one student's total. Suppose I am deleting this. Okay, here you already can see that here I have just used the formula previously. That is why it has already came. Here just I am just going to show you. That is why I have just deleted this record. Here the address is Akash Malik's records address is C4, from C4 to M4. Since the same row, address will be same. So here we are just going to use the sum function equal to sum. Here C4 colon M4. This is the standard procedure to write the sum functions and all. Yes, it has already came. Like this way we can just take out many formulas. Also we can just use the customized formula for many things. Okay, so today's video is up to only this. I hope that on the next video we are going to learn the absolute cell reference, where cell reference restrictions, and VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, more important features up to on the next video. So today's class is up to this. Thank you very much.